Wait, don't get started unless I look ready.
All right, so today we got our Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you all had a great holiday. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
We've been
2020.
Yeah, it's been
crazy, right?
It's been a crazy 2019.
Yeah.
We had a lot of fun with the Jeeps.
Yeah.
And we still have a lot more content coming for you. We've been slacking the last couple of months.
Well, we've been really busy with family, so
traveling,
it's just the way it is.
Getting the Shocker Racing calendar out was a lot of work, so
too.
we got that out. But today we're going to be doing another install video for you. But first, our friend Bex, one of the Shocker Racing girls, sent us a little Christmas gift, and she said we're going to want to open this on camera because you all are going to be excited about what she sent us. So we are going to open this up and see what Bex sent us.
And before we do, thank you, Bex, for thinking of us in advance.
I don't know if we should thank her before we open this. It might be a prank or something.
I'll be happy. I'll be okay.
I'm going to let Kim open this up here.
No problem. You look so scared. It's a card!
A card?
Yep. It's a card.
Oh, there's a card?
Oh, I see what it is. All right, ready? This is really exciting. Really exciting.
What
yeah.
is it?
I wonder, I have like an idea about it too. They're Jeep drawings.
Oh, wow.
These look so cool.
Wow, that's awesome.
That is amazing. There's two. Oh, Neo and Mo.
Wow,
These
those
are so
awesome.
cool. Thank you so much, Bex.
Bex had these drawn up from the talented artist Jeremy Smith, who's out of Columbia, South Carolina. And we're gonna put his link to his Instagram in the description.
Somewhere.
I'll put it on the video too, as well as Bex. Make sure you check her out.
Yeah.
She's been doing modeling for me for Shocker Racing for, I don't know, 5-6 years now. And one of these days we're gonna get her to actually model
with our Jeep.
with the Jeeps.
With the Jeeps.
Let's fade to our install video. All right, so today we got our hands on some JCR off-road products. We got the Molle panels from JCR, and what these are is it's a two-piece. You wanna hold that one up? Mm-hmm. It's a two-piece Molle panel that is designed to work on either side of the Gladiator bed. What's cool about it is that the way that they made it a two-piece is that you can easily switch it from side to side to show the logo properly, depending on which side you want to put it on.
Goes backwards.
Okay, thanks. Kim has decided she likes it on the right side of the bed. I was torn. I could go either way with it. Kim likes it on the right because she's a righty. So, yep. So we are going to mount it up on the passenger side or the right side of the vehicle.
Which is the right side. Get it?
So we're going to get this thing bolted up. It is a bolt-on installation, no drilling required. This is why Kim and I are
professionals at it.
Looks like it should be a super quick, easy install. First thing we're going to do is grab our installation packages. It does come with what I believe is a package of bolts to mount up a high lift jack, which we do not have yet.
That's pretty cool. Like, because
I was wondering how you
how do we mount that if we get one?
Right.
And I want one even if it's just for aesthetics.
Right.
They just look so cool.
All right, so Kim's gonna hop up inside here and show us how the panels are gonna sit.
All right. So we have this first panel, and this one's gonna go right here, right?
Yep.
And then the second panel, we're gonna put under it. So we're gonna let this bigger panel overlap the second one, so that when you look inside, it's a nice straight line.
All right, so Kim, are you freezing? I hate you. Hate you. All right, so Kim was just asking some questions here.
How about I just ask them and you don't tell them I was asking?
All right.
So James, I'm saying.
Such like a, so James, like so like staged.
No, not because I was serious. Okay. I'm looking at this panel, James, and I'm thinking, like, it's supposed to be here by this light. Do you see how nicely they've carved it out?
Right.
And they've carved it out for this hook.
Yes.
But I see the holes are all the way up here.
That's why they include these brackets, and we'll get to it in a little bit here. But those brackets are gonna bolt into the holes that are up in there, and we'll get some better light when we do this to show, but that bracket will drop down and allow it to sit properly in place.
Ah, I see.
So that it's sitting up just off the bottom and not up quite all the way to the top.
I've been skeptical this whole time. He's like, we're going to bolt through the side panel. And I was like, how are you going to, what are these for? And how do you get this onto here when I see no holes? And now I'm seeing all the holes.
Yeah, so hop on down. Let's get that bolted together, those two pieces.
I'm going to get our materials organized. So I'm going to dump these out, place them here, put them together. And then we have these three. You should have 3 of these. And you should have 2 of these brackets. You also have 1 piece of rubber trim. As we put together our Molle panel, we're going to start with the short bolts and the nuts. All right, so this panel actually goes in this way, so I'm going to flip it like so, knowing that this panel is supposed to go here. Okay, and I'm going to bolt it in with this under. So I'm going to have the bigger piece overlap the smaller piece. All right, to secure this bolt, I'm going to use my 3/16 hex, and then I'm going to use a 1/2 inch wrench to help me stabilize the nut to the bolt. There you go, James.
Thanks. Okay, so for these brackets that are going to go up along in here to hold the panel in, there's 3 of these brackets. You're going to use these longer bolts with a 5/32 Allen or hex. But what I noticed is, and I think it's because we have the spray and bed liner, these holes are a little kind of gummed up there from the bed liner, and they're not really accepting these to be threaded in. So what I did was I grabbed my screw gun and a 5/32 bit here, and I'm going to just try to run this in once and see if I can get it to bite. There we go. So now it's started. I can back it out and I know I'll be good, so I can take the bracket, and what this is going to do is it's going to sit in there like that, and then that way it bumps the panel out away from there a little bit. So I can go ahead and start this up. So we got that one started. Now there should be one there. Give me another bolt and bracket number 2. And same exact thing here. We just need the 3rd bracket, which is going to go right up in here. That'll bolt to there. Okay, so what I've had happen here is, I think because of the bed liner, the spray and bed liner, which was a factory option, what they did is they just kind of sprayed over the holes that I'm supposed to be using for the brackets here. I got lucky on the first 2, and using the screw gun, they screwed right in. On the 3rd one here, I ended up stripping out the head of this bolt, because as I threaded it in, it kind of got screwed up in there. I think it got kind of cockeyed in there because the bed liner was screwing it up the way it threads through. Luckily, I was able to get this one out using some vice grips. But what I'm going to do is this 3rd one, now it does start because I ran that first one in there. I'm going to try and do this one by hand in hopes that I don't wreck it or really screw it up. I took a little tiny drill bit and kind of ran it in there just to kind of ream it out a little bit in hopes that that would help.
Smooth it.
Smooth things out. But I also didn't want to ruin the threading in there. So we'll see how this goes. Yeah, it gets to a point.
It's so tight, right?
It's so tight, and it's got a lot further it needs to go in. I think it just had one bad spot that was giving me an issue. All right, and luckily, there was 4 of these same bolts, but we got all 3 of these brackets in. And let's jump on to the next step. They did include a little washer to go with these bolts, so now that I've gotten these running once,
zoom in on that washer.
I'm gonna go ahead and take a washer and put it on with the bolt. So next up, you're gonna have these little L brackets that are gonna bolt on here, and what they're gonna do is this is gonna rest up against the side of the bed. And so that you don't have the metal just kind of bumping up against the side of the bed, they give you a little trim piece that's gonna sit on here just like this. But what they do is they give you one big piece, so you're gonna have to cut it to fit the 2 pieces. So we're just gonna cut it in half down the middle. Hopefully
these rusty tools will work.
These
tetanus tools.
Yeah, straight out of saw.
Wow.
Much easier than I even anticipated. And then this just goes.
Looks good, James.
And kind of clamps on here. So that's 1. And number 2.
So now we're gonna take these brackets and you're gonna make sure that you bolt them on this way, but under the panel. And you want it so it sticks out because you want it to push the panel a little bit away from the side of the bed.
Right, that little rubber strip that we added on the end there, that's gonna sit up against the side of the bed, so.
Yes. And you're just taking the same bolts and nuts that you used to put these 2 pieces together.
So they're the same ones as right here. You're using on there, 2 of them.
Yep. Then I'm gonna use my 1/2-inch wrench to hold that nut on while I use my 3/16, I think, is it?
Yeah, I think it was the 3/16.
My 3/16 hex to secure. Do the same thing with your other what is it?
L bracket.
L bracket. Again, be careful. You don't want to have to take it apart again if you don't want to.
And then she'll just go ahead and snug those up again.
Yes. We have 3 more nuts and bolts to put on. As you can see, we're going to secure this Molle panel to these brackets, just using the same bolts and nuts we've been using. Now, I was very alarmed with all of the tools they give us or the materials because we're not even using them all. So maybe some of you are used to that. I am not. I always feel like they give you what you need, not access. But I also was asking James, maybe all those are for these areas where you can mount things onto the panel. I don't know. Is that what?
Yeah, probably. It's maybe. Probably just extras, so
which is kind of nice. So, but without further ado, let's do this last step. You just put your bolts in, put your nut behind, drop it, pick it up, try again. Every time I hear it, I'm like, dang it. I'm just not threading it. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then I think it's thread and I get overzealous and BAM! I got it this time.
Got it. All right, so leave them loosely snugged until you get all 3.
Okay, Jaime.
That's a pro tip.
Thanks.
Also, with this light shining in your face, you look like a ghost.
So is that a good thing? Thanks, husband. This one might be trickier because, yeah. This one you gotta keep the bolt out a little bit because the panel on the inside of the truck is it sticks out. This one I'm never gonna do, watch. So I think I'm gonna put the nut in first. See how I could see it? Maybe all my fingers that you think are so nice and narrow don't seem to be helping me right now. And then I'm holding it with the back of my
she's gonna be a pro one of these days.
Pro. Oh, I won't say that. It's just from a movie. Alright.
So now you gotta make sure it's aligned how you want, and then you just gotta snug it up.
I'm gonna do the center first.
Wrong one.
That's the 8:30 seconds. What? Isn't that what it's called?
5:30 seconds.
Why 8 doesn't make sense? Because then it's a 4. It's a 1/4. A
Yeah.
1/4er? Hey, I caught on.
All right, so Kim's just gonna tighten down all 3 of those.
Handy dandy 1/2-inch wrench. I'm gonna slide it in here. Hold that nut down so that I can tighten this up.
Wrong way, wrong way.
Is it?
You're loosening.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this is really snug. I like it.
Overall, that was a pretty easy install. I would say our only glitch happened because of the spray and bed liner. Luckily, JCR does include
Extra material.
some extra bolts.
We didn't have to go to our local hardware store, which was really nice.
So yeah, so that's good. We're excited now. Time to
Yeah.
start looking for high lift jacks. Leave us a comment below though, your favorite high lift jack brand.
Please.
And we'll start loading this thing up. We did joke about putting a step stool on there, just for when we
I
were...
don't think we were joking, we were kind of serious.
We did find some neon yellow step stools that we thought would be funny to mount to that for our short friends. So we'll get some other stuff mounted up on there. That about does it. So this was a fun, easy install. Next up, you'll probably be seeing us do the spare tire mount. That one should be a pretty easy one as well. Like I said, we just need a buddy to come help me drill it out. And I gotta make sure that there's nothing up under there that I'm gonna drill through. I wouldn't want to drill through like the gas tank or something like that. That could be bad.
Could be.
So
So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel.
Be seeing you a lot more in 2020. Thanks for watching.
I'm gonna get our...
Bolts.
No.
Hardware.